Hello and welcome to the Jorigaming Ys Origin Boss Guide series. The fight with Pictimos is all about reaction speed. The faster you react to his abilities, the easier he will become. Let's take a look at his abilities. The ability that requires a high reaction speed is the Grim Razor. He has two versions for this attack, one that is vertical and one that is horizontal. You can know beforehand which one he is going to use by taking a look at his arms. If he moves his arms on the side, he will do the horizontal version. If he uses his arms above him, he will do the vertical version. This fight will become easier once you can react to this ability. Sometimes, the boss will shoot 5 satellites into the air that start to fire lasers. These lasers will lock into the player and follow the player around. When they start shooting, the player should focus on dodging the lasers and the Grim Razors that are getting shot. It might be difficult to hit the boss at this point. Try not to get near the edge of the room as you might get yourself trapped. When you are close to the boss, he has a chance to cast Pound. When he pounds, he causes the surrounding area to scorch and causes 4 sides to erupt from the ground. The sides always appear in a cross formation with one side in front of the boss, one to the left and one to the right. The cross is centered just in front of the boss. Occasionally, the boss will leap through the air to the opposite side of the area. Once he lands, he will cast a shockwave that will knock the player into the wall. At the same time, there will be spikes erupting from the ground at both sides of the player. This is quite simple to avoid. An ability that he will rarely use is the Crash ability. This ability is easily confused with Leap, as he will jump up in the air. But instead of leaping to the other side, he will leap close to the player and cast a Pound. This can easily catch you off guard. The ability he alternates with the laser satellites is the Empower. At this point he will equip 4 huge lances and starts giving chase. Since Hugo is such a slow character, he will catch up with the player, and if you touch the lances, he will damage you. An easy way to deal with this is by moving close. This causes him to cast the Grim Razor. While he is casting this, the player has some time to create some distance. Repeat this as often as necessary. At 50% HP, the boss will summon an army of adds. These adds are very slow and sometimes follow the player around. If these are alive when the boss is killed, they will revive the boss. The more adds stay alive, the more HP the boss will regain. To be able to hit the boss, you will have to stay close to him. The best way to hit him is to circle the boss and place trap mines in front of him. If they explode in front of his face, you will hit him twice due to his lower body and his head being separate entities. Make sure to dodge the Grim Razor as soon as possible. After you have circled him for a while, he will cast the Pound ability. Make sure to move away from him at this point, as the scorched ground will deal a ton of damage. When he is done with his Pound, he will use the Leap ability. This is followed by another Grim Razor, and then he will cast the laser satellites. Just focus on dodging the lasers and continue circling the boss when they are gone. The next time he leaps through the air, he will use the Grim Razor around 2 or 3 times before using the Empower ability. Make sure to get familiar with his face, as this is probably the easiest face to screw up in. When he is done chasing you, he will leap again and restart the rotation. He will rarely use the Crash ability in between other attacks, so keep an eye out for that. Phase 2 will start once Pictimos hits 50% HP. At this point he will summon an army of adds. Keep using the same strategy as in Phase 1. The adds might form a small nuisance, but can be ignored. Just don't stand still and you will rarely get hit. Phase 3 starts when you get close to killing the boss, and is the phase in which you decide when you kill him. You can kill the boss straight away, but this requires you to deal with his adds immediately. It can be risky to try and kill his adds at this point, so I usually kill the boss as often as possible. Every time you kill the boss, the adds become weaker. They will have less health, take more damage and deal less damage. After about 5 kills on the boss, they will become so weak that they die within 1 charged trap mine. It is up to you to decide how to deal with this phase, but the easiest way is to kill the boss several times before pushing for the kill. For the actual kill you have 2 options. Either kill him and kill him straight after our leap by placing a trap mine near his landing zone, or by killing his adds and kill him before he summons new ones. It can be difficult to place a trap mine on his landing zone. This can be done by moving to the middle of the room and position yourself slightly over the exact middle. Since he will always leap to the point furthest from you, he will always land right in front of you. Start running as soon as he jumps and place your trap mine just before you get blown away and detonate it immediately. Here is the footage of one of my kills. Enjoy. I hope this guide helped you defeat the boss. If you want a more detailed written guide, you can visit the forum, which is linked in the description. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.